exercises today?
Nah, no voice exercises today. I'm feeling a little husky today, actually, with Barry White.
A little husky.
Yeah. I am. I thought to myself earlier, wow, I've done 2 podcasts in 2 days, and my voice is sounding a bit hoarse.
A bit hoarse. It's funny you should say that. I felt like that all day today. I was like struggling to speak to people.
Yeah, but then I lived up to my nickname of Horse.
Of Horse.
Yeah.
Why have you got a nickname Horse?
You got a massive dick.
Original.
Yeah, I know. Anyway.
Right.
That's what we call a rolling start.
Oh, okay.
I'm Ben. I'm joined by Shawn.
Hello.
And this is the Devil's Advocate show where we pick something we live together in a non-gay way.
You could have worded that so much better.
Platonic.
We live together.
We're housemates, and we often have these quite intense discussions about random shit, and we thought that we would record them and put them out under the Apocalypse Network, like linked to Cutting to the Bull in the Post-Truth Apocalypse. So that's where you probably recognise me from. And Shawn's guessed it once.
Yeah.
Yes, he has.
Guessed it once.
So far.
A week ago.
Yeah. It's coming out.
Yeah.
It's out.
And now somehow you've managed to convince me to do like three more.
This is you.
It's all my idea.
Yeah. Yeah. You're like, wouldn't it be great if we recorded this intense debate and quite philosophical debate? Like, well, I'm pretty high, so I'll agree with most things.
Yeah. Son of a bitch, I'm in.
Yeah, exactly. You son of a bitch. I am in. And then I finger gunned and the accord was sealed.
That was it.
Yeah.
That was it.
So,
what's that topic for today then?
Today
you picked this one, didn't you?
I did. Anyone that has listened to me before knows that I love me an alien.
Had to be aliens.
Oh yeah, love me an alien. Love me a green alien woman with red hair.
You mentioned that often.
Quite buxom. Yeah. Anyway, sorry.
What about aliens today then?
Alien invasion.
Alien invasion. Ooh, that's a good topic.
Yeah. How do we fight back? Can we win?
How do we fight back? I don't think we can win.
Yeah? Not at all.
We can survive. I reckon we can survive, maybe underground, but I can't see us winning this fight long term.
Yeah, you see, the problem is obviously when as we've learnt on Earth, a vastly technologically superior force against guys armed with stuff that's not very modern at all.
Yeah.
Tend to lose, don't they?
Yeah, it's like a bunch of guys coming in with machine guns fighting against a bunch of guys with spears, isn't it?
Like Zulu.
Yeah, it's not going to end well, is it?
No. Well, sometimes you get the odd win, but 9 times out of 10, barring complete incompetence, rifles beat spears, don't they?
Yeah, it's either you lose or you run away and hope you can come back and try and do better next time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's it. But we could be facing aliens with...
Any day now.
Well, any day now, maybe.
With how this year's going, 2020, any day now.
It's going to be July 4th.
Yeah, I'm waiting for them to rock up and then it's going to be like, right, we're invading. We're just going to be like, okay, go on. We've got nothing left. Just take it.
No, give me a laser gun.
Just put us out of our misery.
If I get a laser gun, I'll fight. That's my only condition.
We'll just be like, put us out of our misery. At this point, we've had pandemics, plagues.
I'll defend my house if you give me a laser gun against a Martian tripod, and I'll wear it. No, I don't need to wear a mask. I need to cough on them.
At this point, I'm just waiting for the 4 horsemen to roll in.
Oh, mate, I saw this fucking awesome meme.
Yeah.
Some Christian website.
Yeah.
And it was the clouds coming down onto a town, and it looked like a big skull. I'm like, oh, this is not photoshopped. This is genuine. This happened in somewhere, California. This, what do you think it is?
Skeletor.
No, mate, someone had photoshopped the cover, the album art of Iron Maiden's Brave New World into the cloud, because it's a cloud coming down over London, and it's got the Eddie mascot face. Yeah. Ed Hunter.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's got his face. It's like, that's an Iron Maiden album, dude. This is not true.
Oh, man.
People are dumb.
Yeah, they are.
These people have got to fight an alien invasion.
Hopefully not those people specifically.
So, you might ask me the question. Ben.
I'm going to ask you the question.
Yes, ask me the question. So, Ben, how do we kick E.T.'s ass if they're millions of years ahead of us?
I don't want to kick E.T.'s
technology.
ass.
If they come down here with hostile intent, You know, we're not leaving this house.
If it's E.T. from the film, I don't want to kick his ass. I want to make friends with him.
What if he's going to probe you with his long red finger?
He's going to make my bike fly in the air.
Yeah, and then he's going to probe you with his long red finger.
His long red finger. It's not red in the film. It's like a grey.
It glows, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does glow.
Yeah, it glows when it goes into something as well.
Okay. You just ruined E.T. for me. Thanks, man. You ruined my childhood.
Good, I hate that film.
Just ruining people's childhoods.
One person at a time. One housemate at a time.
How many housemates you had?
The ones that moved out or the ones that committed suicide? How many is a total?
They just disappeared mysteriously.
Yeah, those ones, yeah.
Okay, what's the question I'm asking then?
Right.
How will I defeat...
How do we kick E.T.'s ass, given that he's potentially millions of years ahead of us? I mean, they mastered interstellar travel.
Can't the aliens be more like the ones from Independence Day, or the aliens be more like Predator aliens?
I think we're talking about like a mothership or an invasion craft, more Independence Day than...
The Predators have a mothership. They just tend to drop down and kill people for fun.
Yeah, I think more like Battle LA, Independence Day. You know it's in Battle LA?
No, it looks terrible.
Oh, it does, but it's oddly compelling.
Is it really?
Yeah.
I'll have to watch it.
We'll do a show on it in a bit. Yeah. In a few years' time. Yeah, if it hasn't already happened.
Yeah. It's open.
In that case, you'll have like if we are doing it and it's happened, we'll be like, excuse me, listener, we just have to return fire a moment.
Yeah. Just pause, go kill a few aliens, come back.
Just pause. You'll hear like clear left, clear right. Okay.
We can debate the morality of the aliens we just killed. Yeah. Should we have killed them? I mean, they shot us first.
Yeah. Well.
You're like, I don't give a damn. I've got a laser gun.
Exactly.
Just killed that alien with a laser gun.
Welcome to Earth, motherfucker.
You can debate all you want. I'm going to spend 10 minutes reviewing this gun.
And then I'm going to masturbate. Look away. So, yeah, that's the question.
Okay, then. What's the answer?
Well, physicists, a respected physicist, super physicist. He's like one of the top boys.
Like is he like a Dr. Manhattan then? Has he got powers?
No, he's not that high. No,
he's not that super then.
No, he's human super. Rather than superhuman. Exactly.
Seems like he's claiming more than he can give.
He says we can't. He says we're fucked.
We're done.
If they come down here with intent, it's usually for a reason, and they're not going to just turn up and kill us on a whim.
Yeah.
They'll want stuff we've got.
So we've got, like, basically serve the alien overlords willingly, and maybe they'll let us live, or they just total annihilation straight away.
Yeah, that could be it. They would say, look, we want all your water.
Yeah, and we just give it them.
And we give it them, and then we all die anyway.
Or hope that they keep a few of us as slaves.
Yeah. Or we want your resources, your natural resources.
Yeah.
We want them. And we can't give you that. And then, okay, then.
We'll just kill you.
Strap yourselves in.
Yeah.
And then we get a full-on invasion.
That sucks.
That would suck.
I'm guessing there wouldn't be much ground combat. It would be mostly just fly down, blow us up.
Possibly, but you still got to. I mean, people can survive, can't they? There'll be bunkers. There'll be the sewers.
Yeah.
There'll be the underground networks where it's dark and maybe we can hide better. We know the ground in that scenario.
That's true. That is true.
But with overwhelming force, it's not going to go well.
No, it doesn't sound it.
No. So. Every country in the world would have to unite, though, wouldn't they?
Yeah, they'd have to.
Was that a good thing or a bad thing?
Well, we've talked about this before, haven't we? That with all the sort of countries constantly at odds with each other, the only way really that we would all unite is if there was something so catastrophic that it kind of forced us to. So, say like a comet hits us or an alien invasion, it would be something that huge that we're kind of forced to unite together. Basically to survive.
I don't know, man. That didn't happen at Armageddon. I mean, it was just like the US went up there and tried to save our asses. Bruce Willis and his crew of drillers.
Yeah.
It's a guilty pleasure riding that movie.
Is it? It's a good film, to be fair.
No, I only cherry pick my way through it.
Of course the Americans would save the day, though. They always save the day, don't they?
Yeah, of course.
No British astronauts up there just like, yeah, we can do that too.
Yeah.
Just as easy.
We're just as precise.
And we don't do it to Aerosmith either.
Oh, no. Oh.
We've got like some British rock band playing in the background.
Yeah. Run to the Hills or the Trooper.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Trooper playing as the fucking as the shuttle comes in,
Yeah.
we got the Union flags flying behind
We
it.
wouldn't even be using drills. We'd be just there with sledgehammers just going away at it.
some drunk Irishman with
Just these drills aren't metal enough.
just a pickaxe,
Yeah,
just smashing his way down.
One guy's just got an axe. He's
They've got oxygen and whiskey filling their helmet, and he's smashing their way into it.
The Russians would just be like sipping vodka, watching us like
From the space station. That's capitalism.
Shall we help out? No, let's leave it.
Yeah.
Let's see what happens. It's heading for America anyway. Let's see how it plays out.
Apparently, a little bit of trivia for you here.
Yeah.
In 1985, at the Geneva Summit for nuclear arms reduction, Reagan turned to Gorbachev, Gorby.
Yeah.
1985, you weren't even born, were you?
No.
No, I was. I was 2, though.
Were you?
Yeah. I was a child of the Cold War.
That's unfortunate for you.
Yeah, I grew up in fear of the Reds. And then I became one. Reagan said, look, I tell you what, I know we've got all this bad blood between us, bro.
Bro.
And then fist bumped
Of
him.
course Reagan said bro.
Yeah, and rubbed Gorbachev's little wine port birthmark on his head.
Yeah.
He said, but bro, if aliens attack, can we count on you to come to the aid of us and vice versa? And he was like, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah. So they would team up then.
Apparently so, yeah.
I reckon even now we'd team up if we had to, if there was no other choice.
Well, yeah, because, I mean, it doesn't all matter then, does it?
No.
I mean, religion doesn't matter. Nationality doesn't matter.
Politics doesn't matter.
Politics doesn't matter. Because, well, you know what? This is it for this species.
Ancient blood feuds don't matter.
Well, I don't
Families
know.
uniting.
I don't know.
You got an ancient blood feud that you wouldn't let
Well,
go.
you'll never see a Carter fight alongside a Bowden. I tell you that much.
You won't let that go.
No. No.
That's a story.
That
for
one
another
goes
time.
back to the Doomsday Book, 1086, I'm telling you. Oh, or a Maidley person. I'm not fighting next to one of them.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Yeah, I reckon we would, wouldn't we? We'd unite.
Yeah.
We'd have to.
Be interesting to see the arrows of the Jews fighting by each other's side, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
That'd be quite interesting.
We would all just, well, we wouldn't be side by side, would we? Because we wouldn't probably be on the ground. A lot would be fought in the air, wouldn't it?
Oh, you've still got to win a ground war.
You reckon,
You
reckon the aliens would come down?
They'd have to. Let's say they did win a first strike.
You don't think they'd do
And it's
something
like
like...
Independence Day.
Yeah.
And they take out the air bases and the major cities. Well, yeah, they're taking out army bases and stuff too, but enough people are going to survive, hopefully,
Yeah.
to at least mount what would probably be our first
Yeah.
kind of defence, which would be like a guerrilla war.
Yeah.
You say, okay, we haven't got a central command anymore. We're decentralising.
Yeah.
Our military armories are open. We'll form civilians into ad hoc militia groups. And all we'll do is we'll go into hiding, and they've got to come down at some point.
Yeah.
Because if they want us all gone, they've got to come down.
Do you not think it won't be something like, I can't help but think of Marvel and Galactus, you know, the giant space guy that kind of comes down and he's got that massive ship that he kind of sits on and those big, massive tendril things just hit into the earth and he just takes all the natural resources out, doesn't he? He doesn't even need to come down then.
No, maybe.
They not have a ship like that where these massive sort of tendrils just come down, hit, say, the ocean or hit, I don't know, the Earth's magma, and just extract what it needs without even coming down.
Yeah, but they would be under constant attack that way.
Yeah, that's true.
You want to take something, want to really strip it bare of everything. You leave it a barren rock, wouldn't you?
So you reckon they'd have to come down?
I think you've got to come down at some point to finish us off. I mean, it's like every war. No war can be won alone from the air. You've got to send someone in
to eradicate whoever's left.
Exactly.
So it'd be guerrilla tactics, basically, then,
Yeah,
wouldn't it?
that'd have to be it.
Yeah, it's the only way we'd stand a chance.
Yeah, decentralised force coming together at times when we could win a decisive victory and steal shit.
It's almost like we just kind of try and prolong the fight, try and win a few scuffles here or there so we can kind of grab bits and bobs of their tech so we can then try and make our own version of it, maybe?
Yeah, pretty much. You've pretty much hit my next point smack on.
Yeah.
Because we're fighting...
You're welcome.
Hey!
you can go get another beer. I'll finish the podcast.
Okay, all right. Well, that's all I had. So
That's it, yeah. It's over.
Oh, you throw me off a train of thought now completely. It's a war of attrition.
Yeah.
If you look at it, they've come all the way from wherever they've got to come from.
Yeah.
And they've only got a finite amount of manpower or alien power, tanks, spacecraft, things like that. There's only a finite amount of them, so more turn up.
Yeah.
Well, how far are they away? You know, if you can kill enough of them, they'll give up and go home.
Yeah, so it's ongoing sort of thing.
So we use a numbers game in that scenario. So each individual person probably outnumbers that fleet.
Yeah.
Total of aliens on that fleet.
So you're saying best case scenario then is they're going to take a large portion of our resources while we try and kind of beat them back to the point where they just give up and just leave us with whatever's left.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Although one theory is that we threaten to use our nuclear arsenal as a deterrent.
Yeah.
So if you want our resources and our only options are give them to you or die, well, how about we set off these nuclear weapons? We set off the world's nuclear arsenal and basically commit planetary suicide.
Oh, okay.
Which is one theory someone actually discussed.
So you could
make the planet unattractive enough to them so they don't want it anymore.
Okay.
But people will survive.
Bunker people.
Yeah. And who's that going to be?
So really, that's kind of like if you're able to communicate with the aliens, that's kind of like a scare tactic, isn't it? It's almost like you say, look, you can take half of our resources, which isn't an ideal scenario, but it's better than eradication.
Yeah, but if you give him once, they'll come back.
Well, you say, we'll give you half of everything of the planet, but if you try and take any more, we will just implode this planet, and there'll be nothing left for you, and kill everything.
Yeah, but then we've got half of it anyway, so fuck it.
Yeah, but at least that's best case scenario, isn't it? You're convincing them to leave. They're not going to leave empty-handed. They've come all this way. They're going to want something.
Yeah.
So at least even
I don't like this idea of bowing down to the Xenos.
You're going to have to, I think.
No, we'll purge them with fire and blade.
I can't see a scenario where you're going to win in combat with them, are you? You're going to win these sort of skirmishes maybe, but are they going to be enough to kind of make them leave and not whatever come back?
If you can kill enough of them.
Yeah.
I mean, they've got an economy too.
Yeah.
They've got costs of paying for things. There's still alien bodies coming, back home in body bags.
Yeah.
Ma and Pa alien crying. And then you've got little Jimmy alien comes home, he's got no legs, and all of a sudden, maybe little Bobby doesn't want to go anymore. Jimmy down the road got his legs blown off.
Bobby and Jimmy, the alien brothers.
Well, no, it's just neighbours. And Bobby comes home and it's like the 4th of July, born on the 4th of July. He's messed up. He's Lieutenant Dan, you know?
Yeah, but it's like Independence Day, for argument's sake. They absolutely annihilate those aliens. They have massive losses, but they destroy all of the ships. They put a virus on the mothership, don't they?
Yeah.
And whoever's left is basically whatever is left is forced to retreat back to its home world. But 30 years later, they come back in the sequel movie, which is probably terrible because I've not seen it.
You've not seen it? Oh, it's quite cool. I like it.
I've heard that it's not that good. That's
I've got a soft spot for it.
Okay.
It's not great. It's a 6.5.
Yeah, but they came back though.
Basically they came back 20 years later, and we've rebuilt, and we started using alien tech.
Yeah.
We've got a massive defense base on the moon and planetary satellites, defense satellites up.
Yeah.
And sadly, they come back and it's bigger and badder and better than ever. It's like the thing's fucking so big it rips half the planetary cities apart. Just by touching down on the Earth.
So they sent loads of motherships, basically.
It's like the Harvester Queen ship.
Okay.
They're basically the aliens who attacked us 20 years ago should have conquered us by now.
Yeah.
And that's the main ship coming behind.
Yeah.
So it's like,
that's the one that was coming to actually harvest the planet once we were all long gone.
Yeah, they had 20 years to wipe us out, basically.
Yeah. And they failed. Very quickly.
Yeah.
So that kind of scenario is kind of highly likely then. So even if we manage to find a way to kill them, or it's like what's that film with Tom Cruise where the aliens come down?
Oh shit, Oblivion.
No, not that one. The old one.
Live, Die, Repeat.
No. With the aliens, War of the Worlds.
War of the Worlds.
War of the Worlds. Yeah, they use the common cold or something stupid to beat them, don't they?
Well, yeah, because we've suffered 1 billion deaths to the common cold over the course of our evolution.
They have no immune system.
We've got the immune system, yeah. So if they start eating us, having interaction with us. If you get captured by an alien,
You could make it sick.
you could like just sort of whip off your gas mask and cough in its face before you die.
So we have options, and we could use bio-warfare.
Yeah.
We could use viruses.
Yes, true, but remember, we're still vulnerable to that as well.
They'd be screwed right now if they came, wouldn't they?
Oh, yeah, that'd be interesting. Thank you, COVID.
Yeah. One time we'd be absolutely
What if this is the precursor to an alien invasion?
precursor to it.
Yeah, what if this is the plan? They plague us first.
Yeah.
And while we're all weakened, then they strike.
Could be.
Yeah.
Could be. That could be the thing that stops them, though, if not.
Our saving grace
Yeah.
is if we get prep time.
Yeah.
Because Batman needs prep time. You give Batman prep time,
Yeah.
he can achieve anything.
Okay.
And isn't Batman just a metaphor for peak human physical and mental conditioning?
Yeah.
So if we get the best people in the world together,
All the scientists.
all the scientists,
All the military leaders.
all the best soldiers and not pricks, like, just really good guys who know what they're doing.
Yeah.
And we've got time to prepare
Yeah.
by sending satellites and probes out, and even weapons probes, maybe even nukes fired into space on satellites, anything to slow them down before they get to give us more and more time. We could fortify a planet.
Yeah.
We could mobilize the population. If we had 20 years, it would kill the world economy. But you just print money. You're just making stuff. It doesn't cost anything.
So at this point, you're talking like Starship Troopers, aren't you? Where basically the entire planet is fighting against an alien
It's a
invasion.
total war.
Yeah. If you grow up, you're either a soldier for the army, or you are working for the army in some sort of aspect. You're developing armor, you're developing new tech.
Yeah.
You're
a psychic
Yeah.
swanning around in a cool trench coat.
Yeah, the whole sort of planet, every job kind of alludes to the military, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Total war. Probably a little bit of a fascist society by nature because it's militaristic.
Well, as Rick and Morty tells us, almost every kind of thing that develops in a fascist society, doesn't it?
Yeah. Yeah. So I think, as you mentioned, the common cold, well, prep time would be an important factor.
Yeah, we could kind of develop viruses.
Fortify the globe.
Yeah.
Fortify the solar system.
Yeah.
If we can get their tech and develop it in time.
Yeah.
Obviously in the Independence Day resurgence, the moon base was our first point of defence. Well, if we'd have had 30 years, we could have been on Mars. Who can say?
It's true.
It's a fictional universe that we're taking as truth for this episode.
So you're saying then basically that our best bet is either to try and think out of the box and try and find a way to slow them down, injure them, make them ill, sick.
Kill as many of them as we can, because then they're going to run out of people before the next wave comes.
Yeah, or threaten them with self-destruction, basically. So there's no reason for them to bother turning up to the fight.
Yeah.
So if we're able to communicate with them, try and talk it out. And if we're unable to talk it out and they want to take everything, we just say, look, we'll blow ourselves up if you do that.
Yeah.
So either there needs to be something else brought to the table, otherwise you get nothing. And then if they want to fight, they don't want to communicate and they want to take it to the ground, then we would have to hide and use guerrilla warfare.
Yeah, pretty much.
Wear them down. And
our tanks and planes would probably be pretty useless against them.
Yeah, so we would have to just kind of hide, I guess, a lot. And,
catch them unawares, sabotage, things like that.
So that's what tends to happen in a lot of alien movies, like War of the World, they do that a lot, don't they?
But one thing, we have got stuff, that we think, apparently there's the lasers in development. They're being mounted to aircraft.
Mm-hmm.
One of them can fry a pilot's eyes inside his skull.
Yeah.
And the other can is slightly larger at the moment, but that can rip a jumbo jet in half.
Wow, that's amazing.
So we've got laser guns in technology that in development,
which we would be forced to work together to advance quicker.
Yeah. So everyone's sharing information.
Yeah, and we'd probably take at that point, we'd probably be able to get hands on a little bit of alien tech, I would imagine. So
that's it.
We can make something like a railgun, couldn't we? Is it that what they call it?
Railgun.
Yeah.
No, railguns are slightly different.
Yeah.
Railguns are electronically and magnetically powered that shoot projectiles that reach Mach 20.
Okay.
And to put
Could we make one powerful enough to go shoot into space then?
Well, they're mounted on warships at the moment.
Yeah.
The ones that are being tested, so they're pretty big.
Yeah, if all the countries work together, we could just make a massive railgun.
Yeah. The problem about that is it's kind of static.
Okay, so it
And
would
it'd be like built. It'd be like the old Saddam Hussein supergun, like built on the side of a mountain.
it would cause a lot of damage, I would imagine, to us then.
Oh no! I mean, like, it'd work, but you've got to hide it that you're building it.
Yeah.
They're going to sit there and watch you build it.
Yeah. In that scenario, I guess it would have to be built in the case that aliens might turn up.
Yeah.
Turned up. We wouldn't have the time to build.
Oh yeah. We'd build those things in space.
Yeah.
We could satellites.
Build one on the moon just in case.
Oh yeah.
Well, there might end up being something like that built on the moon eventually anyway, just in case comets.
Yeah.
The fear of comets colliding the Earth. If we build something like that, it would stop those comets, wouldn't it?
That's it.
Which, as we know with the dinosaurs, that would have been pretty handy for them.
Yeah. I bet they're wishing they'd sent a T-Rex into space.
All those dinosaur scientists were like, why didn't we think of that?
R.I.P.D. dinosaurs.
Yeah.
Definitely. Can I just tell you how fast Mach 20 is?
You can, whether or not I'll understand it.
It's LA to Beijing in 3 minutes.
Okay, that was pretty easy to understand.
It's pretty fast.
That is fast.
Yeah.
That's really fast.
That's how fast this thing can fire.
Yeah.
Apparently, most countries do have a plan. You know,
like put into like a contingency plan for
yeah, everyone's got a
alien
contingency
invasion.
plan. Yeah.
Do they all match up,
I
or
don't know.
have they spoken about it and shared their ideas?
Most people tend to go down the lines we've been speaking. So, if we've got prep time, get as much done as we can, come together, defend the Earth.
Yeah.
Then, if it all goes tits up, we've got the guerrilla tactics.
Yeah.
We've also got obviously making a war of attrition, where we kill so many of them, they think, you know what, this isn't worth it.
Yeah.
And of course, then we've got space denial.
Yeah.
Which is where right now, there's 2,000 satellites and 600,000 pieces of space junk floating around the Earth, all being individually tracked.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
If we blew up some more satellites, when we lose one satellite a year to space debris,
yeah.
if we blew up a few hundred satellites, we could probably stop them landing.
Okay, because there'd just be too much debris in the way.
Yeah.
Okay, it would cause too much damage to their ship.
Yeah.
That's a pretty cool strategy.
Because even a fleck of paint can go off with the force of a hand grenade.
Yeah.
When it's spinning around at so many 100 kilometers a second.
Well, could you not do something like that anyway? Like grenades are filled with like loads of fragments of metal, aren't they?
Yeah.
Usually.
Yeah.
So if you were going to send a nuke up there, could you not do something like a much larger scale?
That's also another factor. You fire up missiles with fragmentation warheads.
Yeah, that's what I mean. And then just
blow it
block out space, basically.
But then we're denying ourselves space in the future unless we figure out a way to clear it up.
Yeah, you wouldn't be able to leave then, would you?
No.
And depending on how many countries decided to do that, you could literally block out the sun to an extent, I would imagine.
Be a lot, but you need a lot of debris.
I guess it wouldn't block it out completely, but it would definitely have an effect on the atmosphere, I'm guessing.
Yeah, I think so. The amount of metal hanging around the edge of the Earth would probably create some kind of global warming thing, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Or global cooling if it reflected too much heat.
When does it explode?
That'd be global cooling, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Might have an ice age.
Yeah, it would change the environment.
Almost like a nuclear winter.
Yeah. Would as well, when bombs of that sort of magnitude go off, don't they usually leave some sort of cloud? Wouldn't that cloud stay?
No, not in space.
Not in space.
No.
There wouldn't be a cloud in space.
There's no atmosphere, is there? So
no.
It's just going off in a void. Everything before it is being destroyed. And
So there's no chance of sort of the radiation raining down on us.
Possibly, yeah. In the atmosphere, it's taking out the ozone layer, remember? So
yeah,
it's not a great option. Firing nukes into space isn't a great option. For anyone that's thinking we missed that, it's not.
Here's my plan then for if we have those guerrilla tactics. How about, because we're stealing their tech?
Yeah. That's my last thing. Is steal their tech and their strategies and tactics.
Yeah. If we're doing all that.
Yeah.
One more thing I'd like to add. They're probably going to be bigger and stronger than us unless there's some sort of weird, like, aliens that sit on some sort of levitation throne.
Weirdly, most scientists agree with this uniformed evolution theory that says, well, nature knows what it's doing.
Yeah.
Apart from, like, severe climates, chances are we're going to encounter bipedal aliens, humanoid aliens.
They look similar to us.
So they might look similar. They might be taking a different evolutionary stroll.
Would they be stronger and faster though? Because
Possibly if they're coming from like a lizard.
Well, they have more.
Anything that's stronger than a monkey. If
they have more scientific advances, don't they, as well?
Oh,
so
yeah.
They could improve their bodies.
Oh, yeah, genetic enhancements, things like that.
My idea is splicing alien DNA.
Oh, but then we're losing our humanity, man.
Yeah, but it makes us stronger.
Yeah, we're losing our humanity. We're losing the one thing that makes us human.
Do you know
Just because you want to get swole faster.
All I'm saying is, how cool would it be if you have an alien tech, left cyborg arm, and a right lizard arm? That's going to look cool as hell.
No, it won't, because everyone will go, oh, it's a fucking lizard arm.
Yeah, but then you got a super strong lizard arm that you can lift tanks with. And then you got a robot arm that you can. It's like a rocket.
What about after the war when you're trying to get married and settle down and you got your lizard arm and your robot arm? No, Stacey Jane, your white picket fence house, she's gonna hate that.
We're splicing DNA. I'm sure we could probably grow an arm on a rat or something. Just whack a normal human arm back on you.
Just grow an arm on a rat, boy.
There's just a
I'm
rat.
a war hero.
There's just a rat trying to drag this arm.
Massive fucking hand just drag him.
And then we just sew it. We cut your alien arm off and we sew it on if you're that bothered about being a bit grey and lizardy.
Yeah, I don't want to lose my humanity.
It sounds to me like you're a little bit of a lizard racist.
I'll have you know I love all aliens equally.
Especially the green ones.
Especially the green ones.
The red-headed green ones.
Sarah Ferguson, the former Duchess of York. She had red hair.
Yeah.
She's a red-headed reptilian.
I thought
she was all right back in the day.
I thought the reptilians was going to be another... a different podcast.
It probably is. She's married to Pedo Andy, isn't she? So she's probably like looking for someone new now.
Yeah. Another reptile.
Maybe, maybe not. Maybe she wants some purebred human.
You like that?
Oh, yeah. No, she's old now, actually. Back in the day, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd have been too young then. We've also got the Star Wars defense program.
Yeah.
A few other countries have this.
Should we all go in with lightsabers?
No.
Fighting off aliens.
No,
They're just shooting us, we're blocking it, sending it back to them.
Oh, if only.
I'm using the Force, crashing alien ships like a badass.
No, sadly not. No, it's just laser satellites in space that decide to take nuclear warheads.
Well, that doesn't sound cool at all.
It's pretty cool.
It's not Star Wars.
It's pretty cool.
Force.
No, but it's still lasers from space.
It is, yeah, but it's not like Baby Yoda cool though, is it?
Nah, that little fucker's the cutest thing I've ever seen.
He is. He's amazing, isn't he? He is by far the cutest. And he's also probably the best meme as well.
Yeah.
There's been so many memes made of him.
So the one thing we've got in common then, really, the one advantage we've got is our home field advantage.
Yeah.
We've got more people, hopefully.
Yeah.
Our supply base, everything's close to home. And the more of them we take out, the less they've got until the next wave shows up.
Yeah.
That's a bonus, isn't it? That's not bad.
You know what the funny thing is about your strategy?
What?
Your strategy basically is keep your distance, wait for them to wear out, and then kill them. But when my samurai had that idea, that wasn't a valid strategy.
Yeah, because in that case, I was a technologically advanced man.
Okay.
Wasn't I?
Yeah.
Right, we've got to put ourselves in the place of the samurai.
Okay.
But also... be a bit more sane. We hit and we run.
Yeah, that's what the samurai would do.
You know, we take them out, we steal their guns, we cut a few reptilian throats.
How do you know we're going to be able to use their guns, or are we going to have to reverse engineer it and make our own equivalent?
Maybe, hopefully, we're going to be able to take their guns and use them. If not, we're going to have to figure out how they work.
What happens if they're like clipped to their body?
Then we're going to cut it off them.
Cut it off them.
Yeah.
And use their own hand to kind of fire it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
That's pretty badass.
Where basically what we do is we make gloves out of their hand skin.
Oh, okay. You put your hand into their hand.
Yeah.
So it's almost like you're holding an alien's hand while you kill an alien.
Yeah. And you say, this was your brother, you fucker. I'm using his hands to shoot you.
Yeah.
There's actually two other further options I saw. Right. Okay, the first one is we go, if they're so high-tech, we go low-tech.
Ah, okay.
So if they're like hoovering up trees to use, you get humans that like chain themselves to the trees, bomb vests on their chests, and when they're sucked up into the thing, they suicide bomb themselves, take out the ship.
Yeah.
We can't get in close with fighters or things like that. So maybe balloons or gliders, things like that to move in. Low tech.
Could we not use some sort of alien EMP then?
Maybe if we've captured that ship.
If we're going low tech.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anything low tech.
That's kind of what they did in Independence Day, wasn't it? It was like the virus thing was like an alien EMP, wasn't it? Because it brought down the shields.
Yeah, well, he was inflicted enough code. Independence Day, and I do love that movie.
Yeah.
I have so much love for that movie. It was my War of the Worlds.
You would have thought if it brought down the shield, that the ship probably would have fell too. That it would have fell from the sky.
I think it was literally designed just to fuck with their software.
No, okay.
Whereas the engines and that's still going to keep running.
Yeah.
But just to fuck with their software, just
you think
maybe specifically because he had the codes from the crash ship, didn't he?
Yeah.
So he obviously utilised that, realised which codes were for the shield, and then sent an anti-code to that.
Yeah.
Into the ship, so they'd be like, "What the fuck?" Do like the Jolly Roger thing that it goes, meh, 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 meh.
Yeah.
Love that. God, I love that movie.
It is a good movie.
Give me laser guns, though. I want laser guns.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
So we go low tech then.
Go low tech.
Yeah.
Or if it comes to a stalemate where they're stuck in space, we're on Earth, someone come up with this fantastic idea, and I love it. You use like a natural crater in the Earth, which is a volcano.
Yeah.
Right? You insert explosives underneath that volcano.
Yeah.
Which you then, as a nuclear explosive, you then fill the crater of that volcano with a massive concrete plug. Right? You wait, and then we can work it out when the orbit is around.
Yeah.
We wait until this volcano is lined up with the alien mothership. We let off the nuke underground. The magma going off, as well as a nuclear explosion, will punch that fucking concrete plug straight out of the volcano top.
Yeah.
And hopefully just be that dense, it just crushes the mothership with its speed and velocity.
That's actually so stupid. It's actually pure genius.
It is, isn't it?
Yeah. That's probably one of the most likely ways to take them out.
Because it's so low tech.
Yeah.
It's got to work.
I've got a great idea.
Go on then.
Right. So we capture a group of these aliens.
No, so that's a big ask straight away.
Yeah, so we capture a group of the aliens, yeah?
Yeah.
We bring them over to a camp.
Yeah.
You make one of the female aliens fall in love with you.
Right.
And then you basically go back to the mothership.
Yeah.
Hopefully her parents are the queen and the king.
Well, we're hoping.
Yeah. And then,
otherwise, if not, I'm just going to get my head cut off.
Yeah. So we go there. We hope that's the case.
Oh, I'm not on my own then.
Because we're not risking any more soldiers.
Oh, right. So it's just okay to send me.
Yeah, you're going to be the hero of this story.
Why am I expendable?
No, you're the hero. Do you not want to be the hero?
I banged an alien chick.
She's not going to be hot. I'm sorry.
Oh.
She's a soldier. She's got arms bigger than you.
I got big arms.
That's true. So you go to the mothership.
Yeah.
You don't understand a word they're saying, so you just hope that she is actually in love with you. It seems that way. You go there, and she just declares her love to her parents, and they're like, "Oh, we're not going to take this planet anymore. We're just gonna make friends with them.
Okay,
try and live in peace."
But I'm stuck for the rest of my life with this ugly lizard woman.
Yeah, you took the ultimate sacrifice to save the Earth.
I'm stuck with a lizard woman.
Yeah, and you got to go live on their homeworld. You'll be the only human there.
That's gonna suck.
Yeah, everyone's gonna treat you like shit.
I don't speak the language.
No, you'll learn.
Their TV's shit.
You'll learn because they'll extend your life.
Oh, because they'll be watching they'll be getting Game of Thrones off us, and I'll be like,
yeah, I've seen this,
and the ending shit.
Yeah. And
but my lizard wife will make me watch it.
Yeah,
because she'll be getting off on my negative energy.
Yeah.
I don't like this scenario.
They'll extend your life with all of their tech as well, so you're gonna be stuck there for like 500 years.
Why can't you go?
Because you're the hero.
I'm not so interested in this. If you just said, You're gonna make the lizard queen fall in love with you.
They promote me to general for having the idea.
Right, what I do, okay, let me just throw this option out because
Okay.
I've got a better option than the one you planned out.
My plan saves everyone. Nobody has to die.
This is still not an amazing idea.
You're just stuck with an alien, a hideous alien for the next 500 years.
Great, on their home planet.
Hopefully in a non-sexual marriage for you.
Oh, great.
Hopefully for
so
you.
I'm living a life of celibacy as well to fucking
Well, if you
to
want,
boot.
if you want all those,
I can't even get Pornhub out there, man.
you could get alien equivalent of porn.
I don't want the alien version of Pornhub. I don't want that.
Okay, what's your strategy then?
I make her fall in love with me.
Okay.
Yeah, all right. I do slip her one. I do have sex with her.
Even though she's a hideous reptilian with lots of tentacles.
Where the tentacles come from?
I don't know. I just want to freak her out.
Well, the Japanese love
then
it.
again,
Couldn't we get a Japanese dude to do this?
No.
They love tentacles.
That's called.
You're an anime fan. You love tentacles.
That's called stereotyping. Remember, we keep it PC.
All right, you like anime, so you must like tentacles.
That's a bit of a jump, isn't it?
Not really. You love Japanese animation. I'm assuming it extends to porn.
No.
I've seen some of the things you watch.
No.
Those women are very busty.
No.
Really?
Really.
Okay.
You're like, doesn't check out.
It does not. You're one step away from having a waifu.
A waifu. What-
Yeah.
I still don't even know what that is, really.
It's like
You brought it up last time.
Yeah, it's like a little animated Japanese schoolgirl wife.
I've heard of the term, but I don't know what it is.
I'll buy you a trilby.
Oh, okay. What's a trilby?
It's a hat.
Oh, okay. Why
You've
would,
got a kendo stick.
why would I need a trilby?
Because then you can tip your fedora at attractive young ladies while being a complete creep.
Why would I do that?
I don't know. Why not? You want me to go up there and live a passionless life on an alien world?
Is what a stereotypical anime nerd does? Is it?
Yes.
Oh, okay. I don't know the stereotypes clearly.
All right. So what I propose to do
Yeah.
is I have a nuclear weapon inserted into my body,
Okay.
right?
Yeah.
And I go to their home world. I get to the point of the wedding where all the reptilian royalty and leading figures in their society are gathered around me.
Yeah.
I scream, yippee-ki-yay, motherfuckers, and detonate myself,
Yeah.
taking out the reptilian ruling elite.
But then it doesn't work because they already knew that you were going to do that, and they like switched it off while you were on the ship on the way there.
Why? Who would tell them that?
They scanned your body as you walked into
No,
the ship.
it's
They deactivated, and now you're stuck there for 500 years
I had to. All right,
with a bomb in your stomach.
well, I'll set it off somehow.
You're going to spend the next 500 years becoming like super intelligent so you can learn how to blow it up.
Yeah.
Switch it back on.
Yeah. Look, I was going to sacrifice myself for the human race.
I already came up with a scenario where you could sacrifice yourself.
That's not sacrifice myself, that's sacrifice my life. That was the dog snoring, by the way.
Either way, at the end of it, you end up either dead or on the alien planet, and I end up being promoted to general, okay? Because it was my
So
idea.
you're just colluding with the aliens and betraying the human race?
No.
Yes, clearly.
Either way, you're the hero that I sent off to save the day, so I get promoted.
Why are you my superior in this scenario?
Oh, I wasn't, but I got promoted after you left.
Why would I'm not volunteering for this.
No, I volunteered you.
Well, you can't. If you're not my superior, you can't volunteer me because I just go, well,
Yes, I
no,
can.
I'm too important. You go.
No, what I do is I say when we're in a big meeting, I'm like, Ben, my superior, if you want to be, Ben, my superior,
Sir, General Carter,
No, you're not general. You're not a general. You're not that high.
Lieutenant Colonel Carter.
Okay, then you can be that if you want. I say, has graciously decided to sacrifice himself for the good of humanity.
And I'm like, no, Major Butland's talking out of his arse, and he should go.
And then you go, oh shit, I can't look like a total bitch now. I've got to do it.
And I'm like, well, give us the plan then. You tell me that plan, and I go, no, because that's some plan of an idiot. Strap a vest to him, send him on a suicide run.
And then
This man should not be in command of anybody.
all the generals look at my plan and they go, you know what? That seems like the most likely plan to work at this point, and we're pretty desperate. And to be fair, Ben's pretty expendable.
How am I expendable? I'm a lieutenant colonel.
Well, clearly,
I'm dashing. I've got a sword.
clearly, I killed a lot more aliens than you.
I
So,
don't think that's a possibility, sir.
well, yeah, because I've got myself a rocket launcher arm, and I've got myself a lizard arm, and I got myself like 5 or 6 laser guns.
In my eyes, you're an aberration to the holy human form.
You can barely.
You should be purged with fire.
The laser guns are so heavy you can barely carry one. I've got like 6 on one arm.
Doesn't matter. I use good old-fashioned steel. Where the fuck are we going?
I don't know. But yeah, I save the day, get promoted.
Yeah, right, and I die.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
You know you won't get my rent anymore,
There's a statue put up in my honour.
Where's my statue?
Yours is like next to mine, but significantly smaller.
How smaller?
A lot smaller.
Wow.
It's to scale.
It's not bad.
Yeah.
I'll take the scale. 1 to 1, yeah?
Whereas mine's like the size of the Statue of Liberty.
Oh.
Actually, they just put
Well,
that got knocked down, and they just, instead of putting it back up, they just put me there.
Well, at least they can fit me in one shot.
Yeah.
Or something. They're walking too far away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yours is like behind mine, so no one can really see it.
Oh.
Yeah.
What's so crazy about this plan, then? No.
And the only reason why they put it there is because I said we should probably give Ben something.
At least make the penis large. Make a noticeable bulge.
Well, you're gonna be like your statue's gonna be like the size of my toe, so I don't think it really matters how large
You
it
said
is.
it was 1 to 1 scale.
Yeah, my statue's gonna be like bigger than the Statue of Liberty.
Yeah, but mine's 1 to 1, which means it should be literally 5'10" tall and buff as fuck.
Where did you get the buff as fuck bit from?
I added that for dramatic effect.
Oh, okay. Do you have hair in this one, like long hair?
Yes.
And
No.
And abs.
Abs, pecs. I want a Hulk Hogan haircut in this scenario.
Okay, with a bandana.
Yeah.
You gotta have the bandana.
Yeah, and I should be tearing off my vest
Or stepping on an alien skull.
while stepping on an alien skull and stabbing another with a chainsaw.
Yeah, we can do that for you.
That's fine.
Okay, cool. You were surprisingly easy to convince. We've just kind of forgotten about you after 10 years.
Statue's there though, isn't it?
Yeah.
Can it be outside Blackburn Rovers?
It can be wherever you want. Nobody's going to see it. I'm not going to be too busy admiring my statue.
You fucking narcissist.
It's going to be made of gold as well.
So blind pilots.
Huh?
It's got blind pilots.
It'll be fine. We'll literally only go to that part of the planet now just to admire my statue.
Why, is it a radiated blast zone?
Yeah.
Oh, right.
Well, it's by America, isn't it? So clearly they took the easy option, just nuked themselves.
He's committed suicide.
Yeah, Trump was like, there ain't no way these aliens are going to take my resources. I'll just blow us all
So
up.
I made the courageous decision to sacrifice you all.
Yeah,
I'll be in this bunker.
And then there was a bunch of Trump supporters going, he's saving us all, holding these signs up as the nuke goes off. Trump's got the right idea.
Yeah, MAGA. And it's just a mushroom cloud, and they're like, oh.
And then they just get vaporized.
At least it's that moment of realization then. Although I'd imagine some would cheer for it.
Yeah, well, there'll just be like this sign left and then a skeleton just holding it.
The shadow of the sign.
Yeah.
Mm.
But yeah, the only reason why they go over there anymore is they can't get too close with the radiation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so we're coming to the end of the show.
That's how desperate people are to see my statue. They get cancer just to visit it.
Fuck me. It's just darker and darker. You're a sick fucker. Ooh. All right, we're coming to the end of the show. All right.
Okay.
Let's ask the final question.
What's the final question?
Do you think we could win?
Do I think we could win?
Yeah, realistically, all comedy aside, all banter aside, could humanity beat at our current level with probably maybe some secret shit we don't quite know about?
Yeah.
Certainly the rail guns and the lasers are up and running.
Yeah.
Or certainly we can use them a bit.
Yeah.
And maybe we've got some captured alien tech but don't quite know how to use it effectively yet in the background, but it's not ready on first contact. Do you think we could win with what we got, is what I'm saying?
I think if they're coming for our natural resources, water and all of that, they're going to wipe us out. Even with all that tech, even if we manage to slow them down, get some of their tech, in just last a couple more years, they're wiping us out. Unless that they catch the cold, like Waterworld.
Can't we play the numbers game?
No, the only way we're winning this is, I can't remember the show, but I've seen a show where aliens come down and they're actually harvesting humans
Yeah.
for food and resources.
Oh, that was War of the Worlds.
Nah, there was a TV show that did it as well. I can't remember.
Might be the TV show, The War of the Worlds.
No, it wasn't. I can't remember what the TV show was now. It had like 5 seasons. You should watch it. I'll find out what it's called later.
No, I used to like Space Above and Beyond. Did you ever see that?
Nah.
That's a bit early for you. Yeah. That was ace. It was US Space Marines.
Yeah.
And they were pilots and they were on the ground. They were like the wild cards. Like one was like Lucky, the Jack and the Ace. And it was ace. It was awesome. But they were fighting the Chigs.
Yeah.
And they used to fight them in space battles and then fight them on the ground. It was ace.
If they're coming to harvest us as their resource, as their main resource, we could slow it down.
Use that to our advantage by putting grenades inside of people.
Yeah, we could slow it down. We could win fights. We're going to lose a lot of fights at the beginning, but we're going to win a few fights. And when the fights we do win, they're going to get the tech, like you said.
Yeah.
From there, we can keep fighting them with the tech we have. And in the show I'm thinking of, which it's annoying me that I can't remember it, but they actually start winning the war, but then more aliens turn up, they start losing, and they think they're going to lose, and then another race of aliens that has also been fighting this alien race that goes around harvesting planets one by one. They're basically like the remnants of their planet's been harvested like 50 years ago.
Hey,
and they're all met up. Because they all
a resistance.
Yeah, they all escaped on pods and stuff, and they've all met up, and they've thought, well, it's too late for our planet. There's only a couple of 100 or 1,000 of us, but they're now attacking the next planet. It's Earth. We'll go down and help the Earthlings, and they have better tech. They share their tech. They fight with us. And together in that show, whatever it's called, I can't remember, we end up winning in the end because combining forces and resources. So
they come down swinging their big dicks.
Yeah, they do. And it's a pretty good show, actually. But
it's a shame we can't remember what it's called.
Actually, in that show, they do splice DNA. They splice
I disagree with it.
Alien DNA.
No. The human form must be maintained.
But yeah, the only way we're winning that fight is if they need to come down for a specific reason to take things. If they're just harvesting things, they're not really coming down much, and they just blow us up, wipe us out, then come down and harvest everything once we're gone.
Take us out to a point. Once they've taken out major population centres, which people are going to flee from as they get the news these things are coming anyway.
Yeah, like 80 or 90% of us is going to probably be wiped out within the first week, isn't it?
Yeah, you're going to end up as like roving gangs of refugees. They'll still have to send people down to deal with that.
Yeah.
They'll have to make sure we're all gone. Harvest every little thing they can because they don't want to destroy too much of the planet.
Yeah.
Just the major population centres.
Yeah.
Because they want the trees, they want the greenery, they want the water.
Yeah. So
I presume their weapons are non-nuclear too, because that would poison the planet.
Yeah, they'd have something more advanced, but just
as destructive.
Or more destructive. Like the thing from Independence Day, that giant laser gun.
Well, like we said at the start, they could be millions of years in advance.
In which case,
we can't even imagine what they've got.
We would definitely lose then.
Yes,
it'd be like Rick and Morty, where all the aliens are attacking him. He's just got that suit that just basically that everything bounces off of it.
Yeah.
So at that point, we just wouldn't win at all.
No. If it comes down to the point where they're probably not that more than us, they've got the space travel.
Yeah, maybe
it takes them a long time.
A couple of hundred
travel.
years ahead of us, maybe.
Yeah, a few thousand. Let's say a couple of thousand. Let's say that their space travel's there with their warfare. Maybe they're only 50 years ahead of us.
Yeah.
We could probably take that on.
Yeah.
With our tech, or we use a lower tech to fool. There's a great series by a guy called Harry Turtledove.
Yeah.
He used to write alternate histories. He did an alternate history where the north and the south of America in Vietnam, the Civil War, teamed up to fight off a British invasion, then invaded Ireland themselves, like an alternate history thing. It was quite good. But he wrote this series of books. I can't remember off the top of my head. They're set during World War II.
Yeah.
But in the middle of World War II, aliens turn up.
Yeah.
All the fighting powers have to unite.
Yeah.
To fight the aliens back. And in the end, it's kind of, we beat them back to a truce. Basically, the aliens are where we are now, with the tanks and stuff like that, and we're in the 40s. So we managed to fight them back to a standstill. they end up with like a chunk of Africa, a big chunk of Africa, and so they're like reptilian. So
they
have a southern hemisphere of the planet.
They just take part of the planet.
Yeah. And we kind of go, all right, there you go.
Yeah, well, that's...
So there's a great scene where there's alien commandos on one of the massive motherships.
Yeah.
And the Germans drag out one of their railway guns.
Yeah.
And these things are like bigger than battleship guns mounted on a railway carriage. They take 45 minutes to load.
Yeah.
The shell weighs tons.
Yeah.
And it's just they fire at this alien mothership. And the pilots or the captains are like, launch the countermeasures, launch all the flares and everything. Nothing happens. And he realizes that it's actually just a big ass piece of steel coming straight at him, and none of their stuff can stop that. It's can't be confused.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing then, isn't it, really?
Yeah,
it's
low tech.
If they're massively, like, superior to us, it's going to end instantly, isn't it? They're just probably going to push a button. It's going to vaporize us all instantly. If they have some sort of tech where they can just vaporize any life on a planet and then that they can just take it, that's going to end instantly. But if they're only slightly more advanced than us, they're either coming down to take our resources, or they're coming down to take us if they need us to harvest for food.
Like the Anunnaki, I guess, digging in gold mines.
Yeah, or for slavery. They might take us for those reasons. Then we have a chance of either beating them back, fighting them to a stalemate, which just goes on for too long. Yeah. So they just leave.
Lots of lives.
Yeah. Or they leave to come back with a bigger force, and then we fight them off again. And each time we get a little bit, like Independence Day, a little bit more technologically advanced. Or the final scenario, if they're only slightly more technologically advanced, is they've come here because they have nowhere else to live. We fight them to a stalemate. They end up just taking a chunk of the earth, and we just kind of either get some sort of uneasy peace with them, or we're just fighting them for hundreds of years.
Probably fighting them for hundreds of years, knowing humanity.
Yeah. Or, again, if the fighting goes on for long enough and we're losing, but we're getting enough technology to the point where we can build our own ships, maybe we just leave Earth. Worst case scenario, we're forced to abandon Earth and move somewhere else, in which case we could, in all likely, if they're harvesting or invading planets, we could even meet other planets that have experienced that, or beaten them back, or other planets that have lost, and there's refugees and stuff.
Former resistance, rebel alliance.
Yeah. Or alternatively, we could just call Trump and he could use his Space Force, and that'll beat him back.
Did you watch that show?
I did, yeah.
What do you think?
It was all right.
Yeah, it was. Spoiler alert. It was okay.
Yeah, I'd give it like a 5 or a 6.
A 6, I think.
Yeah,
I'd be chuckling at times.
6 out of 10, yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't...
I think if he was... What's the actor's name again?
Steve Carell.
Steve Carell, yeah. If Steve Carell wasn't in it, you wouldn't watch it, would you?
Nah, even John Malkovich couldn't save that. He didn't have what to do.
No, he didn't. They didn't know what to do with such a great actor. Steve, he kind of carried that show. Yeah. And even then, it wasn't his best performance, but pretty much anything he makes is pretty good.
Yeah, I want to see him in space next season, but I want to see like the Enterprise. I want to see him on building a massive starship or something.
Well, I would imagine if it ever gets to like season 3, he won't get, because they need like a proper sort of space dome with like a little bit of a town going on before he goes up, because he's important, isn't he, as a general? Is he like a 5-star general?
4-star.
4-star. Do they go to 5-star? I don't even know.
I think the top guy might be 5. Oh, hang on.
Yeah, no,
I'm not sure if Eisenhower's. Oh, I'm sure there's been a couple of 5 stars where you've got to be fucking exceptional.
Yeah. So he's far too important to the country to send up there unless they know he's 100% safe.
Yeah.
This is spoilers now. Stop listening if you don't want spoilers. The Chinese are up there as well.
That's
so
it.
They
got the monkey.
They're not on the friendliest of terms with the Americans, are they? So they need to kind of smooth that out before they send any sort of high-level generals up there.
It'd be best.
You don't want him being, a chance of being assassinated. Chinese scientists
held hostage.
Yeah.
Which would be worse.
Yeah.
So, all right. I think, personally...
We win.
I think we can hold them off.
Yeah. Do you think personally that human tenacity will win no matter what?
I think the human tenacity, possibly our willingness to self-sacrifice for the greater good if necessary.
Our extensive history of warfare.
The fact that we're only really good at 2 or 3 things as a species: building, exploration, killing.
warfare, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're really good at them three things.
Yeah.
We're amazing at them.
Yeah.
So I think we'll find new and inventive ways on how to kill them.
We'd probably...
We might lose the initial first engagements.
Yeah.
But give us enough time.
It's like a sneak attack, isn't it?
Yeah.
You're gonna lose. If you're getting in a sneak attack, you're gonna lose a lot of men anyway in any kind of battlefield scenario.
If we got the prep time,
And they're attacking civilians, aren't they?
Yeah.
They would attack cities. They wouldn't attack military. They might attack.
no, they would. If we first strike, they try.
Yeah.
But if we've got prep time,
Would they though? If they're that cocky,
Yeah,
that,
if we-
that advanced, would they go straight for the military things, or would
I
they?
use a spear tip, behead things, behead the leadership.
Yeah. Do you think? Yeah, but that's our tactics.
Yeah, you just say
They
it
could be.
makes sense, doesn't
They
it?
could be so arrogant, and they.
Well, maybe.
So we think that way because our planet's been divided for so long. Maybe their planet didn't have that division. Maybe they haven't had that kind. They fought other planets in warfare in
They
the past.
united long ago. They figured out their kinks.
Or they were always united. They grew up as one united people, maybe like a
Yeah.
hive mind.
Yeah, maybe.
So then they wouldn't think that way because they've never had to fight each other like we have.
Now, if they're a high mind, that makes it more difficult. Then you've got to take the leadership out.
Yeah, you've got to take that hive mind leadership out. A hive mind would be difficult to defeat, to be fair,
course.
because you'd have to find out who's in charge.
Be like the aliens from Alien.
Yeah.
Aliens, when there's like a shit ton of them.
Yeah.
The Queen's like controlling them.
Yeah. You have to find the queen and
You
kill
gotta
the
find
queen.
the Queen. You gotta get that. You gotta butcher your way through a
Yeah.
load of acid-filled aliens.
Yeah, that would not end well for us, would it?
No.
Finding the enemy, killing the enemy before all of the many spaceships
Yeah.
and aliens
Arrive.
wipe us out and arrive.
Yeah. I still think we can call a draw to it.
Yeah,
I think we've in the course of our resistance, we fuck the planet up so much they wouldn't want it anymore.
yeah,
Because you know that someone will use a nuke at some point.
definitely the Americans.
Well, anyway, who's to say there's America, France,
if it happens now, definitely
Britain,
the Americans.
North Korea, Russia, China, Israel, possibly, but no one knows. I'm pretty sure South Africa,
Yeah.
Canada. You know,
It's gonna be. It'll be America.
someone's going to do it.
It'd be America. Or
Maybe
Russia,
Iran.
Yeah, it'd be America or Russia first, wouldn't it? Or at the same time.
Yeah.
So yeah, it would cause
That's it.
a lot of devastation.
But I think we've fucked the planet up so much they wouldn't want it anymore.
That's if they want the planet, though, and if they,
I think they could be here for the resources.
yeah.
We'd fucked the planet up so badly.
There's
It
nearly-
would set us back like a couple of 100 years.
There's nearly 8 billion of us. We might be the resources.
Well, in that case, then they're going to get ill
Yeah.
because we've got the what if they eat a diabetic person?
Not necessary to eat. They could just harvest us.
No, I mean on the Matrix style scenario, there where
Maybe.
it's energy.
Yeah, maybe.
Well, that's grimdark.
Yeah, they collect alien species, hook them up, and they're a constant energy source to move their
Yeah.
ship about.
And a constant entertainment source because
Yeah.
we're living our minds in the Matrix.
Yeah.
And it's like a soap opera.
So
for
they've
them.
got nearly 8 billion of us and nearly 8 billion of another planet.
8 billion channels each. Someone's looking in our lives right now, for all we know.
Yeah, for all we know, we've already lost this war and we're already
Yeah.
hooked up to that alien spaceship.
Oh man,
We're just fuel.
that's a good place to end it.
Yeah, I
Could have
reckon
lost
so.
the war already.
Yeah,
All right. Well, let us know what you think.
yeah.
Okay, like the page on Facebook.
Do you want to plug the other?
According to the Born the Post of the Apocalypse, please listen to that. That's
Yeah.
our parent network, the Apocalypse Network, Apocalypse Net. Whoa.
Feels like there should be some like heavy metal in the background. When you
Yeah,
say
it
that.
should be. Apocalypse Net. Yeah. So I've been Ben. Thank you very much for listening. Don't dim the Flavor Aid and don't join a cult.
And I've been Sean, and I still haven't thought of one yet.
Yay!
Hey, common team. Bye.